The knife, the most reliable weapon in Resident Evil 4. It can be used to save ammo by breaking open crates, closing traps, and finishing off downed enemies. It can even be used to devastating effect on bosses such as Krauser and Sadler. Using the Dipman glitch, it can be made even faster, making knifing regenerators a less tedious experience. But is it true that there is a way to make the knife even more powerful? Is it true that the knife's critical chance can be increased? This was a myth that started long ago related to the exclusive upgrade for the handgun. According to the myth, the handgun's upgrade carries over to melee attacks and the knife, granting them the same ×5 critical chance that the handgun possesses. I decided to find out once and for all. Just like my previous video on the silencer, I've done my best to keep variables to a minimum. I played on professional mode to avoid the dynamic difficulty adjustment. I reloaded the same checkpoint 100 times. I only counted one-hit kill criticals, this was also the case for Plagas, and I attacked the same Ganado each time. To test the melees, I used a flash grenade to stun the Ganado before running up to him and kicking him. First, I did this without the handgun. Then, I did the same again with the handgun equipped. The results were what I expected. Not a single critical for either option. After thinking it over, I remembered that criticals are a ×10 damage boost. It was possible that the melee did not deal enough damage to kill the Ganado even when multiplied by 10. So, I opened my parameters and tested again. This time, I wanted to see if the handgun caused any variation in how many kicks it would require to kill. After kicking him to death 100 times without the handgun, it was clear that it took 6 kicks to kill him every time. Then, I equipped the handgun to see if it would be 6 kicks again. That's when something unexpected happened. A critical hit. It was actually possible, just very rare. I continued with my test, kicking the Ganado to death with the handgun equipped, and had some interesting results. It still took 6 kicks to kill him 48% of the time. It took 5 kicks to kill him 13% of the time. It took 4 kicks to kill him 8% of the time. It took 3 kicks to kill him 12% of the time. It took 2 kicks to kill him 14% of the time. The kick was an instant critical kill only 5% of the time. The handgun's exclusive had increased the chances of an early melee kill by 52%. Of that 52%, the probabilities were 5 kicks 25% of the time, 4 kicks 15% of the time, 3 kicks 23% of the time, 2 kicks 27% of the time, and an instant critical only 9% of the time. Coupling this with my earlier tests gave the melee with the handgun equipped an instant critical chance of only 2.46%. Assuming the exclusive increases the critical chance for the melee the same way it does for the handgun, ×5, then the chances of a melee instantly killing a Ganado are only 0.5%. Next, it was time to test the knife. Like before, I attacked this Ganado first without the handgun, then I equipped the handgun to see if it made any difference. After 200 attempts without the handgun, there wasn't a single critical kill with the knife. This wasn't particularly surprising. Equipping the handgun changed this completely.
Wait.
The exclusive increased the knife's critical chance from an apparent 0% to 40%. This led me to question if this could be used to make the Krauser fight even easier than before. For those who don't know, Krauser receives far more damage from the knife than he does from bullets. The game hints at this with his introductory cutscene and his tendency to attack you with his own knife. First, I had to calculate Krauser's health. Boss health values aren't always known with any great accuracy for Resident Evil 4, but more on that in a future video. I took the fully upgraded Killer 7 with a damage output of 35 and faced Krauser multiple times to calculate his health. Krauser can withstand 16 shots to the body from the Killer 7, thus giving him a total health value of approximately 560. It is also worth noting that headshots deal double the damage to Krauser. Now that his health was known, I could use it to calculate the damage dealt to him by the knife normally. After multiple tests, I calculated that the knife deals 30 damage to Krauser per slash to the body and 60 damage to the head. This meant the highest number of slashes I needed was 18, 17 to the body and 1 to the head. The lowest number of slashes I could achieve was 14, 9 to the body and 5 to the head. This means the lowest possible number of knife slashes is 10, 9 headshots, and the highest number is 19, no headshots. Now it was time to test the damage output with the handgun equipped. My expectation was that if even one headshot counted as a critical hit, which there was now at least a 40% chance of, then Krauser would die immediately due to the ×10 damage boost. In the case of the damage boost cancelling out the double damage multiplier on his head, then just one critical headshot would cut down the number of slashes to just 10. Unfortunately, no matter how many times I fought Krauser, the number of slashes required did not change. This leads me to the conclusion that criticals are not possible on him, and this is probably true for all boss enemies in general. In conclusion, I can honestly admit I didn't expect there to be any truth to this myth when I started recording this video. I must say I'm pleasantly surprised, and what I've learned will be used for future videos that I'm already beginning to plan out. With the fully upgraded handgun not only having a critical hit rate of 50%, but also providing a 40% critical rate to the knife, and a 52% increased chance of random melee criticals, it would be reasonable to argue that the Silver Ghost is the best handgun in the game. I hope you found this video as interesting as I did when making it. If you have any other myths or misconceptions you would like to see me either debunk or prove, let me know in the comments. If you liked the video and would like to see more content like this, consider subscribing. I wish you all the best and hope to see you in the next video.